Good day and welcome sa ating Facebook Live. Ngayon, aaralin natin yung Mathematics Proficiency ng UPCAT Review. To those who have not followed yung Facebook page natin, please follow us at I Know Academic Hub online. Okay, so ito yung Facebook page natin. Also, we have our TikTok account, that's I Know Academic Hub. And for additional content, please visit our website at www.iknowacademichub.com. Ito yan. Ayan. So let's start our review for the first question. Given the progression 5, 8, 11, 14, and so on, what is the 25th term? Ayan. So notice that the given progression is an arithmetic sequence dahil may common difference ito. Again, I'll write here arithmetic sequence. Meron siyang common difference. Okay? Ayan. So, to show that, we have yung D as the common difference. Second term minus first term, that is 8 minus 5 equals 3. Equal din siya sa a sub 3 minus a sub 2. 11 minus 8, that's also 3. And a sub 4 minus a sub 3, that is 14 minus 11, also equal to 3. Okay? And for an arithmetic sequence, the formula to get the nth term is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus d times n minus 1, where yung a sub n is the nth term, yung a sub 1 is the first term, and yung d is the common difference, and yung n is the number of terms. Okay. Ayan. So, let's substitute the values. A sub 25 is equal to a sub 1, that's the first term, it's 5. Plus common difference is 3 times n is 25 minus 1. So, we have 5 plus 3 times 25 minus 1 is 24. And we have here 5 plus 72. So, the answer here is 77. This one. Okay. Ayan. So, again, don't forget to follow our Facebook page. Also, please share this Facebook Live so that more students will be able to view with us. Okay. Next problem. We have this. What is the sum of the first 25 terms of the sequence 5, 8, 11, and 14? Notice that we already identified this sequence as arithmetic sequence, and to get the sum of an arithmetic sequence, we have to use this formula: n times first plus nth term over 2. So we have 25 terms, we have this, and the first term is 5 plus the nth term, the 20th term. Remember that we got 77 in question number 1. So we have here 77 over 2. So we have here 25 times 5 plus 77 is 82 over 2. And 82 over 2 is just 41. So to use mental math here, we can write it as 25 times 40 plus 1. We know that 25 times 40 is 1,000 and 25 times 1 is 25. So the answer is 1,025. This one. Okay? Again, please continue sharing our Facebook Live, and if you get the answer before I show it here, please comment it in the comment section. Okay. Next number, we have find the common ratio of the geometric sequence whose first term is 3 and sixth term is 96. Ayan. So, ngayon naman, we have geometric sequence. And what we have to remember here is that geometric sequence has common ratio. And the formula to get the nth term is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. But here in this problem, we are looking for the common ratio r. Okay? Now, let's identify each variable. A sub n is the nth term. A sub 1 is the first term. R is the common ratio, and that's what we're looking for. And n is the number of terms. Ayan. So, substituting, we have the sixth term. A sub 6 is 96 equals A sub 1 is 3. R, that's what we're looking for, and n is 6 minus 1. So, we have here 96 equals 3, r raised to 6 minus 1. We divide both sides by 3. And we have here 32 is equal to r raised to 6 minus 1 is 5. Note that 32 is just 2 raised to 5. And we equate that to r raised to 5. Since we have common exponents, we can equate the bases. R is equal to 2. Okay? So this is the correct answer. Okay, let's proceed. So, which of the following is the best deal on cooking oil? Ayan. So, upon looking at the table, I can compare A and B and C and D. Okay. Now, for A, we have 35 pesos per 120 ml. Okay? Now, if we compare that for B, which is 15 pesos per 60 ml, we can have 120 ml by multiplying it by 2 over 2. Thus, we have to pay only for 30 pesos per 120 ml. Meaning to say, B is cheaper compared to A. Okay? Now, for C, we have 350 pesos for 1 liter. And for D, we have 400 pesos per 1.5 liters. Okay? Now, we have to add here 175 to have 1.5 liters. So, plus 175, that's half of 350. We have 525 per 1.5 liters. Okay? So, C is much expensive compared to D. Thus, D is cheaper compared to C. Next, so we have for B and D, we have 15 pesos per 60 ml. Compare that to 400 pesos per 1,500 ml. Removing both two zeros here and simplifying 15 and 60, we have 1 over 4. We have to cross multiply 4 times 4, that's 16, and 15 times 1, that's 15. So since this is only 15, this is much cheaper compared to D. Okay, so the correct answer is B. B is the cheapest. Okay. Next, how many 3-digit even numbers can be formed from the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 without repeating any number? So note that even number and not repeating the digits. Okay. Ayan. So 3-digit numbers. So I have here 1, 2, 3 digits. And for the ones digit, the only options are 2 and 4. So we have two options. Kasi even daw, even. That's only ending in 2 or 4. And since we have one option here, we only have 3 options for the first digit and 2 options for the second digit. Okay, and we have to multiply 3 times 2 times 2 to get the number of possible 3-digit even numbers. So we have 3 times 2 times 2, that's 12. 12 possible 3-digit even numbers without repeating any number. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Okay, so let's proceed to number 6. The difference between the median and the mean of these numbers 50, 50, 52, 53, 53, 54, and 59 is. So we have to identify first what median is. Median is the middle number of a set of terms in increasing or decreasing order. Okay, and notice that the given set of numbers is increasing number already, and we have 7 terms, diba? And what is the middle term? The middle term is the fourth. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the median is 53. Now we solve for the mean. So for the mean, we have to get the average. Now, since all are starting with 5 as the 10th digit, I will make 50 as the base, and I will just add the ones digit 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 9, and I will divide this by 7. Okay, so this is 5, this is 7, and 9. That gives us 21 over 7. So this is 3. And we add 3 to 50, we have the mean of 53. So what's the difference between the median and the mean? That is 53 minus 53 equals 0. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so for the next number, we have out of 100 people surveyed, 63 own dogs, 50 own cats, while 12 own neither dogs nor cats. How many people own both? So we are looking for the intersection here. Kasi people owning both the dogs and the cats. So the formula for that is D union C is equal to D plus C minus D intersection C, where D is dogs and C is cats. Now we have D 63 and C is 50. Ito yon. Tsaka ito. Now we are still to look for the union DUC. So D union C, sabi kasi is 12 own neither dogs nor cats. Now we have 100 people minus 12 not owning any dog or cat. So we have 88. Okay? Now substituting the values, we have 88 equals 63 plus 50 minus D intersection C. Okay? So yung D intersection C natin is just 63 plus 50 is 113 minus 88. So we have 25 people not owning, owning both. So this is the correct answer. Okay. Again, the formula D union C is equal to D plus C minus D intersection C. Okay. Ayan, let's solve the next problem. The ratio of pickups to SUVs in Pateros is 2:3, while the ratio of SUVs to sedans is 1:4. What is the ratio of pickups to sedans? Okay, so we have here pickups to SUV, that is 2:3, while SUV to sedans we have 1:4, and we are looking for the ratio of pickups to sedans. That's just equal to pickup over SUV times SUV over sedans. And we know the values, 2/3 times 1/4. Cancel 2 becomes 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 1 times 1 is 1 over 3 times 2 is 6. Ayan, cancel muna dito yung SUV. So we are left with pickups over sedans, and that's 1/6. Or 1:6. This is the correct answer. Okay, let's proceed to the next number. 2/3 of this year's graduating class are boys. If 3 boys will not be able to graduate, the ratio of the boys to girls during graduation will be 7:4. How many students are graduating this year? So we have, for every 3 students, there are 2 boys and 1 girl. Okay? So the ratio of boys to girls is 2:1. And expressing B in terms of G, we have B is equal to 2G. Okay? Ayan. So let's denote this as equation 1. And we have here the ratio of the boys to girls will be 7:4 if 3 boys will not be able to graduate. That is B minus 3 over G. The ratio will be 7:4. Okay, and cross multiplying, we have 4 times B minus 3 is equal to 7G. This is our second equation. Okay. Ayan. Now, we have to substitute this first equation to the second equation. We have 4 times 2G minus 3 equals 7G. And 4 times 2G is 8G minus 12 equals 7G. And 8G minus 7G is equal to 12. Thus, G is equal to 12. So we can now get the number of boys. B is equal to 2 times 12. So we have here 24. Now, what is the total number of the students graduating? That is B plus G equals 24 plus 12. That is 36. Now, this is the correct answer. Ngayon, may pwedeng magtanong, Sir, may hindi makakagraduate na 3 boys, so we have to subtract 3. No, because it's only stated here if 3 boys will not be able to graduate. That's just an if statement. Okay? Ayan. So again, please keep sharing our Facebook Live. Okay. So next question. The following is the schedule of matches in a chess tournament. Day 1, Jenny versus Teo. Day 2, Ariel versus Teo. Day 3, Ariel versus Jenny. And each player has equal chances of winning as losing. The question is, what is the probability that Ariel wins both of his games? Now, the probability of getting 2 wins is the number of 2 wins over the sample size. Okay? So we have here yung SS natin, that is win-win, win-lose, lose-win, and lose-lose. Okay? So we have, how many win-win do we have? We have 1 over how many elements are there in the sample set? I mean sample size. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Thus we have 0.25. This is the correct answer. Okay, let's continue. So again, the following is the schedule of matches in a chess tournament. Day 1, Jenny versus Teo. Day 2, Ariel versus Teo. Day 3, Ariel versus Jenny. Each player has equal chances of winning as losing. What is the probability that Teo wins 1 and loses 1? So we already identified the sample space, that is win-win, win-lose, lose-win, and lose-lose. Okay. So, yung probability of getting 1 win and 1 lose is equal to, how many elements are there? Now 1 win and 1 lose. We have 1, 2. So we have here 2 over 4. So that is 0.5. And this is the correct answer. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the next number. What is the probability that Theo wins both his games and Ariel wins both his games? Remember that Theo and Ariel has a match and they cannot have, or they cannot win both, or both of them cannot win. So this type of event is an impossible event. Okay, and for that the probability is equal to 0. Okay, and this is the correct answer. Remember that for probability, ang values lang na allowable dyan ay from 0 to 1. If 0, it will never happen kasi impossible. While 1 is a sure event. Okay? 100% it will happen. Okay. Ayan. So for the next number, we have John flipped 2 coins. The first coin resulted in tails. What is the possibility that tails will again come out in the second flip? So ito lang siya. Probability that tails will come out, that's the number of tails in a coin over the number of faces in a coin. So how many tails do we have in one coin? We have 1. And how many faces do we have? We have 2. So that's 0.5. And this is the correct answer. Okay. Next number, we have in an entrance test, how many possible sequences are there in the administration of 4 subtests if math is always given first? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 subtests. Pero dun sa first, we always have math. Now we are left with only 3 subtests. So we have here 3 options, then 2 options, then 1 option. And we multiply. 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. So we have 6 possible sequences. Okay, and this is the correct answer. Again, we have 6 possible sequences if math is always given first. Okay. Next, we have here Patty wants to invest a total of 40,000 pesos. The bank manager told her that she can invest at 2% and 14% annual interest rates. What is the minimum amount of money that she should invest at 14% if she wants to have an annual interest of 2,000 pesos? Okay, so we have 2% and 14%. Now, we will multiply 0.14 by x, and the remaining, that is for 2% or 0.02, that's 40,000 pesos minus x, and the interest should be 2,000 pesos. Okay, so multiplying, we have 0.14x plus 0.02 times 40,000, that is 800 pesos, minus 0.02 x equals 2,000 pesos. And manipulating the equation, we have 0.14x minus 0.02x, we have 2,000 pesos minus 800 pesos. 0.14 minus 0.02 is 0.12x, and 2,000 minus 800 is 1,200 pesos. Divide both sides by 0.12. We have 1, 2, 1, 2. Cancel 12, we have 1. So x is 10,000 pesos. So this is the correct answer. Okay. Please comment your answers in the comment section. If ever you solve the problem faster than I do. Okay, so for the next problem, we have here a salesman sold a book at 10% more than the original price, when the book should have been sold at a 10% discount. If the salesman sold the book at 495 pesos, how much should he have sold it? Ayan, so ibig sabihin, nabenta niya, he was able to sell the book at 110%. So that is 1.1. X, so X is the original price, and the original price is, it's the original price. So 1.1 X is 495 pesos. Ayan, so we divide both sides by 1.1. We have X is equal to 450 pesos. Okay, again, I'll write it here, original price. Now, we have to subtract 10% of it because it has to be sold at 10% discount. So 450 minus 0.1 times 450. So we have here 450 pesos minus 45 pesos, and that is 405 pesos. So this is the correct answer. Okay? Okay, next problem na tayo. Pao drives from Laguna to Alabang at 60 kilometers per hour and then back to Laguna over the same route as at 50 kilometers per hour. If S is his average speed for the round trip, then, okay, so tandaan natin, speed, that's S, is equal to total distance over total time. And yung distance, that's just twice nung distance from Laguna to Alabang. Kasi pareho naman yung ruta. Then we have yung time is, sabihin natin, it is 2t plus another t. Bakit? Kasi yung travel going back is slower. See? Going to Alabang is 60 while going back is just 50. So it takes a longer time. Now, we should know, ito ay common sense, that yung average speed should be between 60 and 50. Okay? And it cannot get a speed lower than 50. So, the first option is wrong. Is also wrong kasi nga hindi sila magkasimbilis. Okay? Tanggalin din natin itong last option, and it cannot be nearer to 60 kasi nga slower yung speed going back. So the correct answer here is the speed or the average speed should be between 50 and 55. So in some questions, kung hindi nyo maisipan ng formula, you just have to use your common sense. Like in this problem, kailangan lang na malaman nyo na mas mabagal yung average speed compared to 60 at mas malapit siya dapat sa 50 kasi nga mas matagal yung oras na na-spend niya going back to Laguna. Okay? Again, if you finish the problem faster, please comment your answers in the comment section. Okay. Next problem na tayo. The distance from the office to Ivan's house is 20 kilometers. If Ivan uses his bike, he reaches the office in 20 minutes but is 5 minutes late. If Ivan walks instead at a speed of 1 kilometer per 3 minutes, at what time will he arrive in the office? Ayan. So first, we have 20 kilometers and yung speed niya if he walk ay 1 kilometer per 3 minutes. So we have here 3 minutes over 1 kilometer. So we have here 60 minutes. He will spend 60 minutes walking. While if he rides a bike, I'll write here bike, he will spend only 20 minutes. But that's gonna be 5 minutes late. Okay? So, how many minutes is just on time? That's 20 minus 5, 15 minutes. Ito yung on time. Ayan. So, we only have to subtract 60 minutes. 15 minutes from 60, giving us 45 minutes. So, if Ivan walks, he will arrive 45 minutes late. Okay? Ayan. Next, 19. If a minus 3 is equal to 5, then 2a minus 3 is equal to. Now, we have to look first for the value of a. So, we are given a minus 3 equals 5. A is equal to 5 plus 3, or that's equal to 8. Now we can solve for 2a minus 3 by substituting the value of a, that's 8. So we have 2 times 8 minus 3, and 2 times 8 is 16 minus 3, that is 13. So this is the correct answer. Ayan. So for questions like as easy as this, you should be able to answer in less than 30 seconds so that you'll have more time answering more difficult questions in math. Okay? Ayan. So for the next problem, we have, what is the root of 2x minus 22? Remember that root is synonymous to solution or zeros. Okay? So we have to equate 2x minus 22 to 0 and find x. 2x is equal to 22. Divide both sides by 2. We have x is equal to 11, and this is the correct answer. Okay? Again, this problem should be answered in less than 30 seconds. Okay. Ayan. Next problem tayo. If x is greater than 4, which of these has the least value? Ayan. So, kapag ka ganitong question, may condition x is greater than 4, maglelet na ako ng value ng x. What number is greater than 4? I will let x be equal to 5. Okay, and I will substitute here 4 over 5, 5 over 4, 4 over 5 minus 2, or 4 over 3, and 4 over 5 plus 2, or 4 over 7, 5 plus 2 over 4, that is 7 over 4. Ayan. So, I will remove all fractions that are greater than 1. So, tanggalin ko itong 5 over 4 kasi 5 is greater than 4. Also, 4 over 3 and 7 over 4. Now, 4 over 5 and 4 over 7. Cross multiply natin. We have here 28 and we have here 20. So, smaller itong 4 over 7. Okay, and this is the correct answer. That is how you compare fractions. Cross multiply nyo. Tapos yung mas mataas, yun yung mas malaki ang value. Also, note, if same numerators, the lower denominator has a higher value. Okay? Which between 4/5 and 4/7 has the lower denominator, di ba? 4/5. So, ito yung mas malaking value. Okay? So, least value is 4/7. Okay. Ayan. So, for number 22, Alan and Arnold can finish a job in 1.5 days. If Alan can finish the job in 3 days, how long would it take Arnold to finish the job alone? So, we have here yung job that is 1 over how many days will Alan finish it? 3 plus Yung kay Arnold, that's one job as well over hindi natin alam kung gaano katagal. So if they do the job together, they can finish that one job in 1.5 days. That is 3/2 days. Okay? So we have to manipulate. Yung 1/3/2, that's just equal to 2/3. Okay? And 1/x is equal to 2/3 minus 1/3 or equal to 1/3. Okay? So x is equal to 3 days. Meaning to say, Arnold will finish the job in 3 days. This is the answer. Okay. Next problem. If m and n are both odd numbers, then which of the following must be an even number? Ayan, so tandaan nyo to, m and n are both odd numbers. Now, if we multiply two odd numbers, the answer is always odd. Okay? And if we add two odd numbers, always even. Okay? So, ito na yung sagot. Now, dito, tingnan natin. Product ng two odd numbers, always odd. Plus even, always odd. So, mali pa rin. Ito naman, yung m is odd, 2n is even, so odd plus even, also odd. And lastly, we have m plus n is always even, so even plus what is 3? That's odd. Always odd. Okay, again, the correct answer is m plus n because an odd number plus an odd number gives us an even number. Okay? Ayan, next problem tayo. If X mangoes cost D pesos, then Y mangoes cost how much pesos? Ayan, so to solve this problem, we have to find first the price of each mango. How do we do that? We have to divide D pesos by X mangoes. Okay? And dito makukuha na natin yung price of each mango. Then we multiply that by Y pieces of mangoes to get the price of Y mangoes. So we cancel mangoes and we have here D times Y over X pesos. And that is the first option. Okay? Bumaba na pala yung mic. Hello. And let's continue. Juan was V years old W years ago. His age X years from now will be, so yung W years ago, ilang taon siya? V. Now, he is V plus W years old. And X years from now, he will be V plus W plus X. And that is the first option. Okay, so you only have to think like that. That's simple, but very fast. Okay, next problem. We have the point with coordinates -2, -3 is in quadrant. So I'll draw here a rectangular plane, and we have here quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Now, quadrant 1 is positive, positive, because we have positive x and positive y, while quadrant 2 is negative x and positive y, quadrant 3 is negative x and negative y, while quadrant 4 is positive x and negative y. Now we have -2, -3, both negative. So quadrant 3 is their location, and this is the correct answer. Okay, so for number 27, ayan. What is the slope of the line x plus 8y minus 6 equals 0? Ayan. So remember that the equation of the line or of a line is y is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Okay. Now, x plus 8y minus 6 equals 0. We have to isolate 8y, and negative x plus 6 will be at the right side of the equation. Now we have to divide both sides by 8. Thus we have here y is equal to negative 1/8x plus 6/8. Okay, and we are asked of the slope. So the slope is -1/8, and this is the correct answer. Okay. Next number na tayo. So we have here, which of the following are true? All functions are relations. All relations are functions. A one-to-many relation is a function. Ayan. So ganito yan. Relation, nasa ilalim niya yung function. Because function is a type of relation. Okay? So, all functions are relation, that's check. Pero not all relations are functions. Bakit? Ano yung function? That's only one-to-one and many-to-one relations. Okay? So, a one-to-many relation is a function that's not. That's just a mere relation. So, in this question, the answer is one only is true. Okay, next problem. We have, if RA is equal to SA plus T, then A is equal to, ayan, so we start with RA equals SA plus T. We combine all the terms with A. So we have RA minus SA is equal to T, and we factor out A. A is equal to A times R minus S is equal to T, and divide both sides by R minus S. So we have A is equal to T over R minus S. Where is that? That's the first option. Okay. Next, number 30. If 3x minus 3 is less than x plus 3, then, and so we're looking for the inequality of x. We have here 3x minus 3 is less than x plus 3. 3x transposing x to the left with minus x less than 3 plus 3. 3x minus 2x, that's minus x, that's 2x, less than 6. Divide both sides by 2. We have x is less than 3, and that is the second option. Okay. Okay. So for the next question, we have this. If V greater than W, then which of the following must always be true? Okay. So sabi ay V greater than W. Ayan. So kapag ka ini-square mo yung greater number, that's always greater than the square of the smaller number. Okay? So we have here V squared is always greater than W squared. So tama ito. Paano naman kung ganito? Sabihin natin V ay 1 while W ay negative 4. Ito pa rin yun, satisfied pa rin yung condition. Pero negative kasi to. 1 squared greater than negative 4 squared. This is 1. Is that greater than 16? No. So, mali ito. Next, we have VW is greater than W squared. Mali pa rin. Bakit? Kasi 1 times negative 4 is that greater than negative 4 squared? Mali. Okay. Now, we have mali din to. Yung V minus W is less than 1. Mali din to. Okay. Ito naman, yung V plus 1 greater than W. Yes. Bakit? Kasi yung greater number, dinagdagan mo pa ng isa. That should always be greater than the smaller number. Okay? So, ito yung tama. Okay? The third one. Okay? Ayan. And yung last, mali yan kasi nga, paano kapag ka negative yung W? Okay? Yan, so we only have like 9 problems to solve. Next problem. Ito. So, the smallest integer that satisfies the inequality 6x plus 4 greater than 1 is. Okay, so we have here 6x plus 4 greater than 1. So we have here 6x greater than 1 minus 4. 6x is greater than negative 3. Then we divide both sides by 6. Thus we have x is greater than negative 3 over 6 or negative 1 half. Now, sa number line, this is 0, this is negative 1. Ito yung negative 1 half. Ano yung smallest integer that is nearest or that is greater than negative 1 half? That is 0. So this is the correct answer. Okay? Yan, again, please share this Facebook Live and please share to your friends our Facebook page. Okay? Pwede nyo rin gawin, you invite friends. Just go to our Facebook page and you will see 3 dots there. You tap that. You will see invite friends. Tap invite friends. Then select all. Then submit. Okay? Ayan. So, next number we have, find the slope of a line perpendicular to the line y is equal to 2x plus 3. Okay. So, I have a note here. Perpendicular lines have slopes negative reciprocal of each other. Okay? Ayan. So, in the line y is equal to 2x plus 3, what is the slope? That's 2. Ngayon, ano yung slope ng perpendicular line? That's negative reciprocal. What's the reciprocal of 2? That's 1 half. Then you put negative here. So, the correct answer is negative 1 half. Okay, you just have to remember that note. Perpendicular lines have slopes negative reciprocal of each other. Okay. And next problem tayo. Given the following equations, 3x minus y equals 30 and 5x minus 3y equals 10. What are the values of x and y? Ayan. So, before we solve this, may I remind you guys that I am open for receiving stars. So, if you are satisfied and if you want more contents like this, and to help me provide contents regularly until the UPCAT, you are free to share or send me stars. Okay? And you may also subscribe to my page for additional benefits. Wow, benefits. Ayan, so we have to write 3x minus y is equal to 30 and 5x minus 3y equals 10. Now, I will do elimination here by multiplying the first equation by 3, giving us 9x minus 3y is equal to 90, and here 5x minus 3y is equal to 10. And we have to subtract the two equations. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4x. Negative 3y minus negative 3y is just 0, is equal to 90 minus 10 is 80. Divide both sides by 4. We get x equal to 20. And using any of the equations, we can determine what y is. So here we have 5 times x is 20 minus 3y is equal to 10. So we have here 5 times 20 is 100 minus 10 equals 3y. So we have 3y is equal to 90. Divide both sides by 3. We have y is equal to 30. And yung xy natin is x is 20, y is 30. That corresponds to the second option. Okay, again, if you want more contents like this and if you want regular review through Facebook Live, please follow my page and send stars and subscribe. Okay? Ayan. So, let's proceed to the next problem. If x grams of salt is mixed with y grams of sugar, then the percent of salt in the mixture is. Ayan. So, we have percent salt is equal to salt over salt plus sugar times 100 kasi naka-percent. So, ano yung salt natin? That's x grams over x plus ano yung sugar natin? Y times 100. So, we have here 100x over x plus y. That's the third option. Okay? So, for you to get notified when we have our Facebook Live, please follow our Facebook page. Next, we have number 36. The terminal side of an angle goes through point 34. Give the value of the sine of the angle. Let us first draw the point. So we have here 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the point, and this is the angle formed by the terminal side. So we have here as the opposite, that is 4, and as the adjacent, that is 3. Notice that it forms a Pythagorean triple, 3, 4, and 5, 5 being the hypotenuse. So this is 5. And we know that sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is 4, while hypotenuse is 5. So the value of sine theta is 4/5. Okay, next number. We have, what is the y-intercept of 11x plus 3y minus 72 equals 0? Remember that the equation of the line is y is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So we have to isolate the term with y. So we have here 3y equals negative 11x plus 72. And we divide both sides of the equation by 3. We have y is equal to negative 11 over 3x plus 24. And the slope is negative 11 over 3. And the y-intercept is 24. So this is the correct answer. Next, number 38. If z varies directly as x and inversely as the square of y, what happens to z if x is doubled and y is halved? So we have the variation equation here, that is z is equal to kx over y squared, and x is doubled, so we have here z is equal to k 2x over y over 2 squared. So let's evaluate. We have k 2x over y squared over 4, and we have here k 8x over y squared. So 8kx over y squared. Z increased 8 times. So this is the correct answer. Let's go to number 39. In a certain flower shop, a stem of rose costs 25 pesos. 3 stems of ulit. Next, we have number 39. In a certain flower shop, a stem of rose costs 25 pesos. 3 stems cost 70 pesos and 1 dozen cost 250 pesos. What is the minimum cost of 40 roses? So we have 40 roses here, and as the number of rows increases, the cost decreases. So we have here 3 dozens, which is equivalent to 36 roses, plus 1 set of 3 roses, and there is a remaining stem of rose. So we have here 3 times 250 over 1 dozen, because 1 dozen costs 250 pesos, plus a 3 stem rose costs 70 pesos, so we have here 70, plus 1 stem of rose cost 25 pesos. So we have here 250 times 3 is 750, plus 70 plus 25 is 95, and 750 plus 95 is 845 pesos, and that is the minimum cost of 40 roses. Okay, next number. Number 40, we have the average of 3 numbers is n. The first number is 4n and the second number is 2 times the quantity of n minus 1. What is the third number? So we have here 4n plus 2 times n minus 1 plus x average. So we divide that by 3 and the average is n. Okay, we have to find x. So cross multiplying 3, we have 4n plus 2n minus 2 plus x equals 3n. And x is equal to 3n minus 6n plus 2. We have x is 3n minus 6n is negative 3n plus 2. Or 2 minus 3n. And this is the correct answer. Let's proceed to number 41. A number divided by 1/3 of itself is 3. What is the number? Let x be the number. Then we have x over 1/3 of x, that is x over 3. That's equal to itself. Now, x times the reciprocal of x over 3 is 3 over x equals 3. So we cancel x and we have a restriction. X should not be equal to 0 because 3 over 0 is undefined. So we have here 3 over 3, and we have all real numbers except 0 as the value of the number. Next, we have number 42. The sum of 2 numbers is 15 and their product is 44. Now, we can easily think of the 2 numbers that are factors of 44. So we have 44 is equal to 11 times 4. And if we add 11 and 4, the sum is 15. So basically, the 2 numbers are 11 and 4. And which among the 2 is the larger number? The larger number is 11, and thus that's the correct answer. Okay. Next, number 43. If the length of each side of a square is decreased by 40%, find the percentage decrease in its area. So the length of one side of a square is decreased by 40%. So it becomes 0.6 L. And the area of a square is equal to L squared. So this is for the original length. And for the decreased length, we have A is equal to 0.6 L quantity squared. So we have 0.36 L squared. And we are asked of the percentage decrease. So that is delta A. Let's denote this as A1 and this A2. So we have A1 minus A2, that is L squared minus 0.36 L squared, and that is 0.64 L squared. Thus, we have 64% decrease. Okay, next, number 44. A bag contains 3 green balls, 6 red balls, and 4 blue balls. If a blue ball was obtained in the first draw and not returned, what is the probability of obtaining a blue ball in the second draw? So we have 3 green, 6 red, and 4 blue. So that is we have okay, so we have 3 green, 6 red, and 4 blue. Now we removed 1 blue ball and we are left with 3 blue, 6 red, and 3 green. That is 12 balls. And the probability of obtaining blue is equal to, we only have 3 blue balls left over the 12 balls remaining. And that is 3 over 12, or 1/4. Okay. Next, number 45. In a drop box, 200 balls are numbered 1 to 200. Next, number 45. In a drop box, 200 balls are numbered 1 to 200. If a ball is randomly picked from the box, what is the probability of getting a ball divisible by 5? So that is P of X is equal to, from 1 to 200, there is exactly, let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For every 5 balls, there is 1 ball that is divisible by 5. So we have here 1 over how many numbers are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 1 over 5, and this is the correct answer. We have number 46. The ratio of fiction to non-fiction books in a certain library is 3:5. if the library contains a total of 8,000 books, how many of the books are non-fiction? Here we are given the ratio of the fiction, that is F, to non-fiction, that is 3:5, and we have 8,000 books. Now, to know the number of books which are non-fiction, that is NF, we have to multiply the ratio of the non-fiction and the total number of books, that's F plus NF, by 8,000 books. So we have the ratio of non-fiction to the sum of fiction and non-fiction, that is 5/3 plus 5 times 8,000 books. So that is 5/8 times 8,000 books. We cancel 8 and 8,000 becomes 1,000. So there are 5,000 non-fiction books, and this is the correct answer. Number 47. 8 children can eat 6 hot dogs. How many hot dogs can be eaten by 12 children? So we are looking for the number of hot dogs, and that should be in the numerator. We are given the relationship 8 children can eat 6 hot dogs. So we have here 6 hot dogs over 8 children, and we multiply that by 12 children. We cancel children and we divide 12 by 4, that's 3. We also divide 8 by 4, that is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And we have 3 times 3 is 9. That is 9 hot dogs that can be eaten by 12 children. And this is the correct answer. 48. If 4a minus 3b is to 5 equals a plus 3b is to 8, find b is to a. So we are given here 4a minus 3b over 5 equals a plus 3b over 8. And cross multiplying, we have 8 times 4a minus 3b equals 5 times a plus 3b. So 32a minus 24b equals 5a plus 15b, and we have to combine the similar terms or the like terms. So 32a minus 5a equals 15b plus 24b. So 32 minus 5 is 27a, 15 plus 24 is 39b, and we are looking for b over a. So we have to divide both sides by a. Thus, we cancel a here and we have b over a on the right side. So we also divide both sides by 39 so that we can cancel 39 on the right side, and we have b over a is equal to 27 over 39. And we divide by 3 over 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 39 divided by 3 is 13. So b is to a is equal to 9 is to 13. That's the correct answer. 49. If 2 women can make 5 bags in 13 days, how many days will it take 4 women to make 20 bags? So this is a variation problem. we are asked how many days. So the number of days is directly proportional to the number of bags produced and is inversely proportional to the number of women working. So the more women working, the less number of days. And the more number of days, the more number of bags produced. And 13 days, so we have here 13 equals K, the constant of variation. Bags, that is 5 over women is 2. Now K is just equal to 13 times 2 over 5. That's our constant of variation. Now we have 4 women to make 20 bags, and we are looking for the number of days. So that is K is 13 times 2 over 5. Number of bags is 20 over number of women is 4. So we have here 13 times 2 times 20 over 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. We just cancel 20 and 5 times 4. Thus, we are left with 13 times 2, that is 26. So we have 26 days for 4 women to make 20 bags. And that's the correct answer. 50. A 36-meter wire is cut into 2 such that the ratio of the parts is 2:7. What is the length of the longer part? We are given here the ratio, that is 2:7, and the length of the wire is 36 meters. So to know the measure or the length of the longer part, that is the ratio of the longer part, which is 7 over 2 plus 7, and we multiply that by 36 meters. So that is 7 over 9 times 36 meters. We cancel 36 divided by 9 is 4. And 7 times 4 is 28 meters. Therefore, the length of the longer part is 28 meters. 51. If x is 4 less than twice of y and z is 3 more than thrice of x, what is the relationship between y and z? So we have here x is equal to 2y minus 4, since 4 less than twice of y, and z is 3x plus 3, since 3 more than thrice of x. And we have to know the relationship between y and z. So we have to express z in terms of y by substituting 2y minus 4 to x here in the second equation. So z is equal to 3 times 2y minus 4 plus 3. And we distribute 3 to 2y minus 4. We have 6y minus 12 plus 3. That is 6y. 12, negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9. So z is 9 less than 6 times of y. And that is our second option. Next, 52. Two angles are complementary and congruent. What are the measures of the angles? So two angles are complementary. That is x plus y equals 90, because complementary angles sum up to 90 degrees. And congruent, that is x should be equal to y. So we can represent y as x. So we have here x plus x equals 90. 2x equals 90, and we divide both sides by 2. We have x is equal to 45. 53. The measure of each interior angle of a regular polygon with 20 sides is, so note that the sum of the exterior angles of a regular polygon is 360 degrees. Meaning to say, each exterior angle x is equal to 360 divided by 20. So 36 divided by 2 is 18. And to know for the interior angle, that is just 180 degrees minus 18, because the interior angle and the exterior angle are supplementary. So the sum is 180. So 180 minus 18 is 162, meaning to say each interior angle of a 20-sided polygon or 20-sided regular polygon is equal to 162. 54. Which of the following angle pairs is always congruent? Complementary angles are angles that have the sum of 90 degrees, while supplementary angles are angle pairs that have a sum of 180 degrees. Linear pair, that's also pairs of angles having a sum of 180 degrees. Same side interior angles are angle pairs whose sum is also 180 degrees, while vertical angles are angle pairs which are always congruent. And thus, the correct answer. 55. Each interior angle of a regular polygon measures 120 degrees. What kind of polygon is it? Now let us draw a part of a polygon or a regular polygon. So we have here, and this is the interior angle, and this is the exterior angle. So if the interior angle is 120 degrees, the exterior angle is just its supplement. So that is 180 minus 120, that is 60. So each exterior angle measures 60 degrees. To know the number of sides n, we just have to divide 360 by the measure of the exterior angle, that is 60. So 36 divided by 6 is 6. So that is 6 sides, and we call that hexagon, and thus the correct answer. 56. The sum of the measures of the two angles of a triangle is 80 degrees. Which of the following is true about the triangle? So let's draw the triangle first. And the sum of the measures of the two angles of a triangle, say A and B, that's A plus B equals 80. Meaning to say, angle C is 180 minus 80, and that is 100 degrees. So 100 degree is obtuse, meaning to say the triangle has an obtuse angle, and thus the correct answer. 57. The sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 1080. what kind of polygon is it? So we are given the sum of the interior angles, and we are to know the number of sides. The formula to get the sides is the sum equals the number of sides minus 2 times 180. So the sum is 1080 equals, distribute 180, so we have 180n minus 360. So 180n is equal to 1080 plus 360. So we have here 180n equals 1440, and we divide both sides by 180. We have n is equal to 8. So an 8-sided polygon is octagon. 58. One of the exterior angles of a triangle measures 100. Which of the following must be true about the triangle? So we draw the triangle, and one of the exterior angles is 100. Meaning to say, its adjacent interior angle is just 180 degrees minus 100 degrees, so that is 80. So it has an interior angle which is equal to 80 degrees, and that's our answer. It has an 80-degree interior angle. Next, 59. Which of the following are not possible sides of a right triangle? So we have what we call the Pythagorean triples, which are sets of sides of a right triangle. And we have here 3x is to 4x is to 5x. Also, we have 5x is to 12x is to 13x. And we also have 8x is to 15x is to 17x. Also, we have 9x is to 40x is to 41x. And all the multiples of these sets of numbers. So, this is a possible right sides of right triangle. Also this one, and this one. So, the correct answer is 7, 13, and 17, because this is not a Pythagorean triple. Okay, so remember these sets of numbers because that might come up in your college entrance test. 60. A triangle whose dimensions are 17, 8, and 15 is inscribed in a circle. Find the radius of the circle. So we have a circle here, and the sides of a triangle are 17, 8, and 15. So that is 8 is to 15 is to 17, and that is a Pythagorean triple, meaning to say that is forming a right triangle. So 17 should pass along the center of the circle, and there are two other sides which form a right triangle. So the longest side, or the hypotenuse, is 17. That is the diameter of the circle. Now we are looking for the radius, and the radius is just half of the diameter. So that's diameter over 2. And That is 17 over 2 or 8.5.